Welcome to Simple Marketing Academy. This is where entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, and very small business owners come to learn simple, cost-effective marketing techniques so that they can gain clients and grow their business and their revenue. My name is Jill Fox, and I'm the owner of Fox Social Media, and my company's been helping businesses, practices, and brands to both market and advertise online for the past 12 years now. And I'm so excited to have both my podcast and my YouTube show, Simple Marketing Academy, so that I can help all of you. So let's get started. Today we're going to talk about B2b marketing. That's business to business marketing. So if you have a small business and your clients are other businesses, that's you. I've been doing the marketing for small businesses for over 12 years now, and the majority of my clients have been B2B. And I really love business to business marketing because you can make such an impact. There is just not enough being done by most businesses, and some aren't doing anything at all. And I think that I can have such a big impact and make such a difference for these businesses. So it's so much fun. That's kind of what prompted me to want to do this video for all of you today, because you can do the same thing. I just want to go over the steps to take to do this. And you don't have to do it all at once. You do not. I'm going to go kind of in an order that I think you should go in, but don't feel like you have to do it all at once. If you have any questions at all, you can find me at jillwfox.com, and you'll find my contact information there. So let's get started. So the first thing that I think you need to do, if you haven't already, is to secure your username, not only on your website, but on social media, everywhere across the board. So right now, when you're getting started, two social media platforms is enough. That being said, go get your username secured on all of them, just so someone else doesn't take it and your clients think it's you, for one thing, or it's not available when you want it in the future. The best thing you can do is to use your full business name if possible and be exactly the same, use the exact same thing across the board everywhere. Skip the dashes and the little hyphens and all that. Try and just use your business name. So once you've done that, the next thing you want to do is to create your brand story, your values, your customer avatar, all those things. So what that means is, number one, you need to know exactly what your corporate values are, and they're going to line up with your personal values. You need to know exactly who your customer is, or have a good idea. I shouldn't say that. When you're brand new, you're kind of still learning who the exact person is that's your ideal customer. But you want to know that. You want to know and have this kind of written down so that you can share it with others. Why did you start this business? What's your background? What do you love about it? What are the results you get for others? All those things are important. You also want to know what the journey is that people take to get from never heard of this company to buying your product and loving it. So, do they first go to Google, or do they ask a friend? Do they check you out online? Do they go to your website? Do they go to an organization to ask for a referral? Or kind of see if you can figure that out. Again, if you don't know, it's okay. We are all learning as we go, and we're constantly learning and constantly testing and changing things. So just do the best you can right now with that. So you need to have that information so they can properly market to the right people. So what you want to do is you want to post on social media about 3 times a week. Start with that introduction we talked about before. Next, go into things like any testimonials you have, pictures of your facility, your products, things going on in your community, any charity work you do, just all kinds of, introduce your team, all kinds of things. One of the most effective posts that we did for a client of mine, which they're an accounting firm that does accounting for other businesses. The most watched video on their YouTube channel is of one of their employees talking about who he is, what his job is, what he loves about it, and what he does outside of work. And it's to this day, every month I go and review and look at their videos, and darn if that one doesn't stay in the number 1 spot. So people like to work with, interact with, buy from real people, and just be real and authentic. So the next thing I want you to do is to start to build an email list. And the way you do this is by creating something called a lead magnet. And a lead magnet is strictly something that you can give to another person, preferably by email, so you're not getting involved in any costs here, that is valuable enough to them to make them want to give you their name and email address in exchange for it. So when you're coming up with this idea, make sure it's only exciting or interesting to your ideal client or customer. You don't really want it to appeal to the masses. You don't want it to appeal to the masses. You want your email list not to be giant, but to be good, solid. You want to have the right people on it. So by doing that, that's how you do it. So how do you do a lead magnet? Well, go to my website, which is jillwfox.com, and you don't even have to scroll. Down in the bottom right corner, before you scroll, you'll see, I think it's a blue box, green, blue, I think it's blue. And it'll say, click here to watch my free Facebook marketing course. And when you do, you'll see a pop-up, and it'll ask you for your name and your email address. And when you hit enter, or whatever the button says, I think it's enter, another pop-up will come up, and it will give you the link in order to watch that course. And this is how I can share valuable, good information with